There was a time, not so long ago, when the CX78 was the best Atari 7800 solution around. It's the gamepad controller for the Atari 7800 Pro system. Now you could use Genesis controllers for Atari 2600 games, and they would also work for some one-button 7800 games as well. But if you needed to use a second button, well, then the Genesis controller couldn't be used. That is before the creation of Edlad and Siegel 78 and the Mega 7800 adapters. So when it came to two-button Atari 7800 games, Atari's European pack-in controller was the weapon of choice. But today we have a plethora of options to use with our 7800 and Plus line of consoles. The before-mentioned adapters, retro Game Boy stuff, arcade sticks, and heck, we even have an adapter for the SNES controller to work on the Pro system. The CX78 has been outshined, but what if there was a way to bring it back to prominence? What if there was a way to improve upon it? Well, thanks to one person's hobbyist Etsy store, this exact thing has been done. I'd like to introduce you to the products of Innovative 3D Solutions. Innovative 3D Solutions makes a ton of Atari-related products, along with a few things for other consoles. They focus a lot on controllers, but today I'm only looking at 3 products: the CX78 grip accessory, the button number 1 relocator, and the joystick accessory set. Let's start with the grip accessory, as it's literally the base for everything. It's a simple 3D printed item that's black with nice red accents on it. It's pretty much all solid, with the exception of the clasp that holds in the controller. This clasp can also be pushed down to free the controller when you want to pull it out. It fits the CX78 Plus wired controller and CX78 Plus wireless controller without any issues at all. They fit in perfectly snug and it works brilliantly. However, the original CX78 does not fit perfectly, at least in regards to the wire. The stress relief on the cord is a bit thicker than what we have today, and it blocks the cord from routing out the hole as it should. I wound up shaving a bit off the item when I got it, and now it works perfectly for the original CX78 controller, which is great because that's mainly the one I use. You'd be surprised how nice it is to have these grips to hold onto. It makes the controller go from just an okay solution to a comfortable one to use. When I purchased my grip accessory, I made sure to choose the bundle with the button 1 relocator. You can get the grips without this, but I recommend getting them together. This 3D printed piece has a nice nub and smart design that allows it to lock into the grips and sort of act as a lever on the existing button while moving it above the second button. I was a little concerned, however, because while this works fine for some games, it looked like it wasn't going to solve the issue that I was trying to solve. When playing Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest with a control pad normally, the button is too far away from the other to play properly. For games like this and Super Mario Bros. Style platformers, you need to hold the one button to run, while pressing the other to jump by rolling your thumb back into it. This couldn't be done before the relocator, and now that I have it, well, it's actually possible. I do have to choke down a bit on it when placing my thumb so that it's closer to the second button, but this way I can roll it down to jump while holding the one button to run. It's a beautiful solution and works nearly perfectly. If I could make one recommendation, it would be to add a small indent for your thumb where it bends around. That way it becomes obvious where you need to sit it for Bentley Bear, which is the pack-in game of the Plus consoles, and other platformers and 2-button games. With that little improvement, this product would be nearly perfect. Well, with that and a bigger hole for the original CX78. But even in knowing all this, I have no hesitation in recommending the grip and relocator set. These items work beautifully. The controller fits in snugly and safely, and the relocator solves the biggest issue I have with the CX78 today. But that's not the only thing I'm going to look at today. I wanted to turn my 7800 controller into the ultimate Atari controller. So I purchased his CX78 thumbstick accessory set. I wasn't sure what to expect, but when I got my hands on it, I saw that it had a great presentation. It comes in a beautiful little pouch that unzips to reveal the 5 new thumbsticks. The original CX78 could be used as a normal D-pad, or you could screw in a little thumbstick for something that's more arcade-like. It was ahead of its time, but ultimately it was stiff. This set includes a Coleco-inspired screw-in stick, an Intellivision-inspired one, 2 takes on the plastic original, and one that looks like a mini joystick. I was thrilled with the design, as well as seeing that it used metal threads instead of filament or plastic. This should, in theory, prevent cross-threading to an extent, at least in the sticks themselves. The Coleco and Intellivision nubs look nice and stylish, and were the ones I was most excited to try, especially the Coleco one. But in practice, they're just a little too big for my taste. The red and black nub looks nice, but has an odd design that I didn't care for. The top is kind of high and rounded, and a little elevated around the edges, which causes my thumb to slip off. All in all, I found it not to be the best. The blue one is the best of the bunch, but it's essentially what the CX78 already comes with. And then you have the little joystick looking one, which is fun and is probably my second favorite, but it's in a distant second. Ultimately, this set looks nice and is clearly made with love, but it really isn't necessary and isn't anywhere as useful as the CX78 grip accessory and the one-button relocator. If you like the look and style of these nubs, I say get them. They screw in nicely and some of them look cool, but I can't recommend them based on any functionality or purpose that they serve. This is nothing more than a fashion statement rather than a required tool for improving your Pro System experience. I am so impressed by what Innovative 3D Solutions has done here, and I hope they keep adding little improvements and keep building these designs and products for other controllers. If you want to pick up any of these products or check out what else is available from them, then check out the description of this video for a link to the Etsy store. The person that runs Innovative 3D Solutions reached out to me to thank me for the purchase and inform me that he does this for fun and love of the hobby. He couldn't have been a nicer guy, and I'm sure his service will be just as good for all of you as it has been for me. But with that, it's time to wrap up this look at some cool CX78 accessories. Do you like what I showed? Have you picked these up? If so, do you like them as much as I do? Will you pick them up after seeing this video? Let me know about all this and whatever else you have to say in the comments down below. And please, leave a like if you enjoyed this review, and subscribe if you haven't already. We cover all things Atari, from news to products, to history, and everything in between. Oh, and especially the games. Alright guys, I've been the 7800 Pro Gamer, a believer in the CX78, thanks to the accessories featured in this video, here at the Atari Network, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. And, until next time, remember to stay classy, Atarians.